Hey, guys. JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the next session in the Alpha Wolf reprogram, the Alpha Wolf Personal Development and Expansion series. So, what we talked about yesterday was this understanding of self-validation and how to validate oneself, and sort of the importance of why we validate ourselves and why it's important to always start with self validation as the cornerstone foundation or the primary foundation of all personal development, and sort of how it is the fundamental framework or foundation for all other personal development beliefs or practices that we do. So just realize self-validation is the most important aspect of personal development. Without self-validation and an understanding of self-validation, no personal development works. It's all an illusion. Do you sort of get it? So like if I do affirmations and I say affirmations and I say I love myself and I say I'm great and I say I'm worthy and all of this, that's great. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'll never get anything out of it. Does that sort of make sense? And why I won't get anything out of it is because I'm not building myself up for me. Do you sort of get it? Now, it's not to say that there's anything wrong with affirmations. Affirmations build the conscious mind. Do you sort of get it? They reshape and restructure my conscious thought patterns or my conscious thought processes. So if I say I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of love. I'm altering and shaping and changing my conscious thought pattern, so my conscious language to introduce positive language into it. Do you sort of get it? But it's like, why am I doing the affirmations? Do you sort of get it? Am I doing the affirmations because Tony Robbins says doing affirmations will make me love myself? Am I doing the affirmations because, I read it somewhere that affirmations are really good? Am I doing affirmations because other people said I will feel better about myself? I will feel whole. I will feel good about myself. Just realize affirmations will never make you feel anything about yourself. It doesn't work like that. For 5 years, I sat there and I listened to motivational speeches and affirmations and personal development content, and it never changed how I felt. It changed how I thought, but not how I felt. Why? Because feeling is in the subconscious mind. Does that sort of make sense? So my emotions and my feelings and all of this is in the subconscious mind. So I have to do subconscious practices or practices that reprogram or reshape the subconscious mind. Affirmations are a conscious practice. So they reshape and they change the way I consciously think about things. So just understand that self-validation is the foundation. Anyone who says different is a fucking idiot. Trust me. I've spent too long and too much time listening to idiots to understand now that they're full of shit. Do you sort of get it? So just realize self-validation. That's the foundation. Without understanding how to, one, validate yourself or what validation is and how to validate yourself, you will not get what you seek in personal development. Because, like, I'm guessing you don't seek that you need to, and that's one of the funny things is a lot of people they do these stupid things where they have morning rituals and they have to, like, if every day I have to exercise so that I may be healthy, I'm not motherfucking healthy. Do you sort of get it? If every day I have to do a gratitude journal so that I can be grateful, I'm not fucking grateful. Every day, if I have to do affirmations to feel good about myself, I don't feel fucking good about myself. Do you sort of get it? Because every day I don't have to fucking do a practice of breathing so that I can breathe for the day, do I? I just fucking breathe because it's a part of me. Do you sort of get it? So just realize all those bullshit things about morning routines, about doing this, about doing that. It's a fucking illusion because if it is a part of me and a part of my identity and a part of who I am, then I don't need to do anything. Like, I don't need to wake up and have a morning breakfast routine. I wake up and I'm hungry and I have breakfast. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to wake up and have a morning body function routine. I wake up and I have to piss. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's just a part of who I am. I don't have to sit there and journal about what I'm going to eat for the next 12 hours so that I can eat for the next 12 hours and feel good about myself. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm a pretentious bastard and I'm trying to do diet and exercise and listen to all the experts in diet and exercise, they say keep a journal about what you're eating. What do you mean? Do you sort of get it? Like, if you're having to do something like that, that means the diet and the exercise and all of this is not a part of your identity. So what we're talking about when we're talking about self-validation is we are shaping and altering our identity. Do you sort of get it? So that should I say I have self-belief? It's because it's a part of who I am. It's a part of my identity. Does that make sense? So just realize when you have to do these stupid things like gratitude journals, like, you know, if I have to write a list. So let's say it's a Sunday today and I want to do yard work. If I have to write a list to do yard work so that I don't miss anything, evidently doing yard work isn't a part of my identity. Do you sort of get it? Like, if I want to exercise and I have to write a list of everything I'm going to do or all the exercises I'm going to do, the exercise regime is not a part of who I am. So just realize that, like, if I have to write a recipe to cook my favorite food, it's not a part of me. Like, why? Because I'm not fucking doing it. I'm avoiding it. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I need reminders to be grateful in life, I'm not a grateful person. If I need reminders to be kind, I'm not a kind person. Do you sort of get it? Because it's not difficult to remember, because memory is based on importance. So, what I deem and validate as being important to me gets memory. What I deem and validate is not important to me, I don't remember. I forget, because it's irrelevant to me. Does that make sense? So just realize, like, if you need to have a morning routine for gratitude, for affirmations, for building yourself up, it's not important to you. Because if it was important to you, it would just become a part of your life, like breathing. Do you sort of get it? So we just understand we have self-validation, self-belief. These are the foundation that my house sits on, or my house of self sits on. Self-belief is the framework that I build upon and that I use to build my house. Self-confidence is the walls. Do you sort of get it? Self-value is the roof. Because when I have self-value, all the bullshit runs off. It doesn't get into my house. Do you sort of get it? So if we think about that analogy, my sort of identity of self and this ideal of who I am and sort of my ideal self, well, my foundation where I'm rooted is self-validation. That's what roots me into everything, is that my opinion is more valuable than other people's to me. What I think and feel about myself is the most important thing. My self-belief is the framework of myself, my bones. So it's what gives me, so to speak, my ability to stand. Do you sort of get it? Because if I was all just muscles, I'd be a floppy mess. Do you sort of get it? So my bones give me the structure. So in life and being my ideal self, my self-belief is what gives me the structure. Because when I have self-belief, should I want to be a kinder person, I don't need to sit there and make lists that, oh, I should say nice things to people. I just say nice things to people because it's a part of who I am. It's a part of my foundational structure. Do you sort of get it? My self-confidence is the certainty in who I am and the value I bring. Do you sort of get it? My self-worth is my value. When I have built up all of these things, I create, so to speak, this armor that no one else's bullshit can get through. Do you sort of get it? What other people think and feel about me is irrelevant because what I think and feel about me is important. I believe what I think and feel about me as being important. I have confidence in what I think and feel about myself, and I have worth in understanding the value of what I think and feel about myself. So there is no room left within me for other people's bullshit. Do you sort of get it? So just realize, like, this is the way in which you recreate yourself, that you rebuild yourself, and it doesn't, like, don't listen to other people's bullshit. Do you sort of get it? Many people are going to tell you that the way in which you become a happier person in life is through gratitude. Like, if you can't be grateful for being punched in the face, gratitude ain't gonna help you. Like, when we talk about gratitude, we're talking about you have to be thankful for everything in life. Because it's like this. There is no good, there is no bad. So like when people talk about gratitude and things like that in life and being grateful and all of that, like there is no good and there is no bad. So should I choose to classify this is good in my life, this is bad in my life, I like this, I don't like this. I am now in the point where I am comparing and categorizing everything in life. What I like, what I don't like. Do you sort of get it? So, like these people that talk about gratitude and things like that, what they have mistaken is like nothing bad has happened, so you should be grateful for everything. Do you sort of get it? If everything that people did in life was good and was positive towards you, like you wouldn't be pissed off at someone doing something nice for you, would you? So, like, the understanding is when I want to live a good life, my best life, I let go to all the bullshit that I identify as being negative. I let go to the need to even identify things as negative. Now all I am is grateful for everything. So should you punch me in the face, I'm grateful. Do you sort of get it? Should you spit on my shoes, I'm grateful. Do you sort of get it? It doesn't mean that I can't then kick you in the teeth. That's what people misunderstand. They seem to think of this toxic positivity that, like, because I'm grateful, I can't do negative things. No, it means I'm grateful within myself when you spit on my shoes that now I get to kick you in the teeth. So I'm not angry because you spat on my shoes, but it's like you spat on my shoes, buddy. Like I'm just gonna give it back to you. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm not picking up your spit and giving it back to you, so I'll just kick you in the teeth and give it back to you that way. Do you sort of get it? But I'm not upset. I'm not angry. Do you sort of get it? So when we understand that, if I don't want to feel negative emotions, anger, upset, fear, all of this, I let go to them, but it's like action and reaction. If I let everyone spit on my shoes, like now everyone's going to spit on my shoes. If I let everyone punch me in the face, now everyone's going to punch me in the face. Do you sort of get it? So like we let go to this ideal that should I want to be my best self, should I want to be a kind person, should I want to be a grateful person, that I can't kick someone's teeth in. Do you sort of get it? I can. I just can't do it angrily. I can't do it like I can't be stressed or fearful or angry within myself because those create negative emotions within myself, negative states of being. So if I have to kick someone's teeth in, I should be joyful and happy about it. Do you sort of get it? See, that's what they don't understand. That's what they lie and do about, like these fucking toxic positivity people. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's just the thing. So, like, how I want to be treated in life, okay, is what I accept in life. So, if I, for example, for me, I don't like to be attacked. So I make it very, very clear that I become a very, very unreasonable person when people try to attack me or when people attack me. Do you sort of get it? Like, I tend to want to kill people if they attack me. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not to say I'm going around looking to attack people. It's to say that, like, I really don't want to be attacked. So for me, taking control of that situation, I'm gonna let you know, should you ever think of attacking me, I will become very, very unreasonable if you attack me. Do you sort of get it? So unless you want to deal with the very unreasonable aspect of me, and that is me losing my mind and trying to kill you, like, don't attack me. Do you sort of get it? Like, what I'm willing to accept from my external environment creates my reality, but also what I present into my external environment creates my reality. So, should I be insecure about not wanting to be attacked? So, I go around and I say to people, like, I'll fuck you up if you look at me wrong. I'll do this, I'll do that. Like, I'm now projecting that insecurity and fear into my external environment. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that, like you can tell, especially people that are mouthy and that are all talk and that like pump themselves up like I'm a tough guy. Like, that's great, mate. Just don't attack me because I'm going to be as calm as I can until I have to be as aggressive as I need to be. Do you sort of get it? But like what I project into my external environment becomes my reality. So if I'm insecure and fearful of being attacked, so I'm presenting more aggression, do you sort of get it? Like a dog that's barking a lot. Like I am drawing the attention or creating conflict to where I'm going to have more aggressive encounters than if I wasn't promoting aggression into my external environment. Do you sort of get it? So like That's an important thing. So, like, for example, if I'm walking down the street and someone's mouthing off to me and I just stare at them silently and I don't project into the external environment, like, I'm not creating a sense of insecurity or fear within the environment. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if someone's sitting there mouthing off, acting all tough, like in their environment, there's a lot of insecurity there. But if I'm just stoically looking at someone, like, what are you going to do? Do you sort of get it? Like, there's no insecurity in my environment, there's no insecurity within me. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important to sort of understand this because, like, depending on like the circumstances and the situations that arise, depending on what happens in life, it's like my reality, like other people don't have to experience my reality for my reality to be true. But just like whatever reality others are experiencing, like I don't have to experience it to validate it as being true for them. Do you sort of get it? So if someone's mouthing off, like, and I'm not like really concerned or feeling threatened by them, well, I'm not going to go over there and attack them just because they're mouthing off. Do you sort of get it? Now, if I'm not in the mood for it, or the mood strikes me and I want to put someone's head through the gutter, through the pavement, like I want to, end someone's life today, like maybe I'll calmly walk over there and then viciously and violently attack them. Do you sort of get it? Like, who knows? But I don't have to turn the other cheek to be a good person. I can walk over there and kick their teeth in so no one else in society has to deal with their bullshit. Do you sort of get it? Or I can let it go and not worry about it because I know they're not going to attack me. Because the dogs that bark rarely bite. Do you sort of get it? A dog that's going to bite you won't bark at you. Do you sort of get it? They'll rush up and they'll attack you. So just realize that. Do you know what I mean? Anything that broadcasts aggression isn't truly aggressive. Do you sort of get it? Because, like, an important thing to realize in psychology is if someone's at a 8 or a 9 in aggression and they're thinking they're top dog, like if I go from 0 to 10 or 12 in aggression, like I trump them. Do you sort of get it? Their only choice is to either go higher than me or go like to like dismiss it, like to go to 0 and diminish their threat level. Do you sort of get it? So like usually if someone's pretty pissed off and they're pretty mouthy, okay, and they're at like a 6 or a 7 and they think they're a big man, like that's the level they chose to be at. Do you sort of get it? So that's where they think intimidation's at. So like if I just walk over and just start boom, pummeling the shit out of them and beating them and then get their head and start like smashing it into the ground, like they're not going to become angrier. Do you sort of get it? Because if they were going to become angrier, they would have come at a much higher level of aggression. So usually like most people in situations like and this is just behavioral psychology. So most people in situations will predetermine the level of their response to it. So if I come higher than it, so like for example, like let's say you know, someone was getting mouthy and all of that, and I walked over and smashed them in the face and said, "What are you going to do about it?" And then they pull a knife. Do you sort of get it? Like they've then amplified up, and then I pull a gun. Do you sort of get it? Like if they can't become more aggressive than you, if they can't become more violent than you, like they will secede. because a lot of it is like, especially in fighting, is it's like displays of power and dominance and things like that. So when you understand like the behavioral psychology of others, you start to understand like how someone is instigating or interacting in a situation will determine what they're going to do. Do you sort of get it? So if someone's walking away from you, yelling at you, like they're walking away from you, they have no intention of attacking you. Do you sort of get it? Like they're trying to provoke you to come for them. Do you sort of get it? Because they don't want to attack you, but they want to sort of like intimidate you. Does that make sense? If someone's walking towards you, yelling at you, getting mouthy, like the thing is if you're broadcasting your attack, you have no intention of the attack. Do you sort of get it? So that's an important thing to understand. Like, I wouldn't broadcast to you that, hey, I'm about to punch you in the face. I'm going to punch you in the face because it gives off my intention. So it allows you to defend and block it. Do you sort of get it? So, like, people will always, like, their true intention, they won't broadcast it. So if someone's yelling at you and all of this, they don't have the intention for physical violence because they're notifying you of it. Do you sort of get it? So if they had a true intention of physical violence, they would not broadcast it. So if they're broadcasting physical violence, then what that means is they're trying to use that as an intimidation tactic. Do you sort of get it? Without the intention of following through on it. Like, does that sort of make sense? So it's important to understand that, like, when other people are trying to create instability in the environment that you're in, like, just realize the type of instability that they're creating and how it aligns and affects you. So if I don't perceive someone like swearing at me as being threatening, like it's not a threatening act to me. Do you sort of get it? If I perceive it as being threatening, it then becomes threatening. So, like the environment, like I'm not reactive to the environment. I should always be proactive in the environment. Do you sort of get it? So, so we just understand when we are moving through and creating our identity of self. Okay, and we're starting to understand. So we've understood self-validation and the importance for self-validation and how self-validation is the foundation of me being able to determine and understand for myself like what is important to me and how I want to identify things. Does that sort of make sense? So my thoughts, my emotions, my beliefs, do you know what I mean? My meaning in life, my this. And so I realize everything is like, and if you think about it like this, like recreating yourself, becoming your ideal self, like all of this, like reaching your full potential, however you want to see it, like these are like, I am doing this for me, by me, for no other than me. So when we think about internal work, when we think about doing all of our like sort of building the internal states of being, the internal identity of me, like it's for me, no one else. Should I want inner peace in life? It's for me and not anyone else. Like I'm not seeking inner peace so that other people will perceive me as being peaceful. I'm not seeking spiritual enlightenment so that I can be more enlightened than other people. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, many people act that way to where they do things so that they can have superiority over other people, so that they can have titles, so that they can have this shit and that shit. But it's irrelevant. So when we start to understand this, like, if I'm building self-belief, like, why am I believing in self? It's not for other people, it's for me. Do you sort of get it? So when we understand it, like, well, what is self-belief? Do you know what I mean? What is belief in self? Why do I need belief in self? Do you sort of get it? If I'm climbing a mountain, do I need belief that I can climb the mountain? Do you sort of get it? The answer would be yes, because without belief, I lose all motivation. Do you sort of get it? So, like, you could say, you could say that, like, so to speak, that I don't need belief if I just do the action. But I have to have a belief that one, I can do the action and that the action will get an outcome. So, like, how you could see that is not so much in the sense of premeditated belief, where I'm telling myself if I keep walking, I will reach the top of the mountain. Like, I can, but it's also like when I take a step and I notice that I've progressed forward, that is belief. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's just like breathing. When I breathe in and oxygen reaches my lungs, like, that is belief. Do you sort of get it? Because if I was breathing in and nothing was happening, that would be no belief. Do you sort of get it? So we just understand when we're talking about self-belief, when we're talking about it intellectually, mentally, like, if I wanted to, for example, and let's say I'm 400 kilos overweight and I'm morbidly obese, like, if I wanted to become my ideal body shape, my ideal body size, I wanted to diet and exercise, like, the belief is the seeing of the outcomes or results from the actions. So when we talk about it in this sense, in this intellectual sense, where I cannot see immediate results for the actions that I take, do you know what I mean? When I diet, I'm not going to feel healthier. When I exercise, I'm not going to feel like fitter. I'm not going to feel increased stamina. Like, it takes time to build up to that. Do you know what I mean? So I have to be able to take actions repetitively until the results come. The same with business, the same with career, the same with following your passions in life, the same with being a kinder person. Like, when I'm a kinder person, like, I'm not going to see the results immediately. Do you sort of get it? So, like, we just realize, like, self-belief is the internal understanding that I am building up the results in terms of I am artificially creating the belief that the actions are equaling the results, even if I cannot see them. Do you sort of get it? But, like, for example, when I walked across country, pretty fucking easy. Why? Because every step, like, physically brought me closer. Do you know what I mean? Very easy. If I walk 20 kilometers in a day, I am 20 kilometers further than I was the day before. Very easy. If I'm trying to lose weight and become my ideal self, do you know what I mean? If I exercise today, have I lost weight? Do you sort of get it? if I diet today, have I lost weight? Do I feel healthier? Like, no. Do you sort of get it? So I have to consistently take the action and I have to create the belief that like my action is creating the reaction or result that I seek, the outcome that I seek. So we just understand when we're trying to understand what a belief is, like a belief is a thought on repeat. So it's a synaptic pathway that is stronger than the ordinary synaptic pathway. So should I think diet and exercise will, get me healthy? That's a certain level of strength within the synaptic pathway. Each time that pathway fires, i.e., each time I say dieting and exercising will help me will have me achieve my ideal body shape and size, like I am building that synaptic pathway. So this is where we understand mantras and we understand the power of them. So like if you think about a belief and then a truth, like they are just like if we think about a thought, a belief, and a truth, they are the exact same thing. They are just different levels or different sort of like different sort of levels on the scale, different levels to the spectrum. So a thought is a lower level where it's something I've thought about a couple of times and all of that, but I haven't really done too much. A belief is something I've thought about repetitively again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And a truth is something I've thought about repetitively again and again and again and again and done repetitively again and again and again and again. And I have the data of the outcome. So, like, for example, I know diet and exercise. If I was 400 kilos overweight, if I just diet and exercise, I will reach any body shape, any body type that I want because I've done it before. It's a truth. Do you sort of get it? But, like, for example, take this business, take marketing, take building a brand. Like, I know logically that if I keep doing it and taking repetitive action again and again and again and again, it will result in building it. But I haven't achieved it. Do you sort of get it? So it's something that is still an unknown, but it is like it is an unknown truth. So I know it's true, I believe it's true, but I haven't got the data to prove it. Do you sort of get it? I haven't like accomplished it yet. And then like a thought might be, you know, if I create long form content will perform better or it will build a brand better than short form content. Do you sort of get it? So it's something that I haven't like refined and done again and again and again, or thought again and again and again. So if you want to think about it like this, a thought is something that I haven't acted on. A belief is something I am currently acting on. And a truth is something I have acted on and achieved. Do you sort of get it? So when we think about it like this, and we think about like it in this structure, just gonna write that down because that's a pretty good way of um like a pretty good analogy for it. So we got a thought is something I haven't acted on. A belief is something I am acting on. And a truth is something I have acted on and achieved. Do you sort of get it? So that entails sort of the process when we're trying to do anything, when we're trying to do like new things in life and business and whatever we're trying to do. So, like, if we think about it like this, like, our belief is the fuel. So, it's how we fuel ourselves to continue going. But, like we understand, it is just a thought on repeat. It is something that I believe to be true, but I don't know it to be true. Do you sort of get it? So it's just a stage within it. So, like, do you know what I mean? If I'm thinking this should be true before I go out and do it, do you sort of get it? So, like, a lot of people think they understand marketing, but they have never, like, tried marketing or done marketing. So, when they try to do marketing, that is them initiating the next level of believing that they know how to do marketing. So, they take actions. And then it's only through the repetition of doing and doing and doing and the achievement of the result that they know the truth about marketing, of how to market. Do you sort of get it? So it's just if we understand it like that, it's a level of understanding through thought and action. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm obese and overweight and I'm trying to become my ideal self, and reach my ideal like body shape and all of that, my ideal health, it's like I think I know the right diet. I think the diet I know is right. So I start doing the diet. So now I believe this is the right diet for me because I'm actually taking the actions, the right exercise for me. And it's only through repetitively doing that and then seeing the results, achieving the results that I know that this is the truth. This diet is the right diet. Do you sort of get it? But if I only try for a little bit, I will never know the truth. Do you sort of get it? If I give up and say this isn't the right diet for me, this isn't the right exercise for me. So we understand that belief is what takes us from a thought to truth. Do you sort of get it? What takes us from attempting or like just starting out to accomplishing and finishing. Do you sort of get it? So belief is the area in between me knowing the results and how the results come and how to get the results and what actions get the results, and me sort of just starting out and thinking I know. Do you sort of get it? So, like, belief is the area where I have to do the most action, but I don't see the most in terms of results. So, it's a lot of choosing to believe in the unseen, the unproven. Do you sort of get it? So, the more we start to understand this, the more we start to understand how, if I'm trying to, for example, manifest my dream life, manifest my dreams in life. Like, I visualize what could be my dream life. I have to believe that I can achieve it and all of that because I have to take the actions repetitively, daily, until the results become my own. Do you sort of get it? So it's not that belief and me believing that $1 million is going to come for me. And like, let's say I believe I'm going to win the lottery. If I never take the action and I never buy a lottery ticket, like, it's not going to happen. It's a physical impossibility. because like I'm not even in the game. Do you sort of get it? But it doesn't mean because I believe I'm going to win the lottery that I only have to buy one lottery ticket. I might have to do this process 1,000 times of buying the ticket, of finding of getting the numbers, buying the ticket, and then believing, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. Do you sort of see it? Because you can see this through everything, through every part of history, through every industry, through every business. Like, I have to repetitively take actions while I believe that the outcome is coming. It doesn't mean that because I believe the outcome is going to come, that I can speed up the outcome coming. Do you sort of get it? But if I take more actions, the more actions I take, the quicker I achieve it. So like if we go back to the same analogy of someone obese, I'm obese and I'm trying to diet and exercise. Well, the stricter I am on my diet, the stricter I am on my exercise regime, or the more intensely I exercise, the quicker I will get the end result. But there are some cavities to that. If I'm exercising to the level where I'm creating negative health benefits, negative outcomes, so, like, let's say I'm exercising 6 hours a day of high intensity exercise and I'm 400 kilos, like, and morbidly obese. Like, I'm probably going to lead to having, like heightened risk of heart attack or heart failure or something negative happening. So, it's like I want to always act like, within like the flow of what I am doing in life. Do you sort of get it? But it's the same in business. If I'm trying to achieve success in business and I increase my stress load and I stress so much and I'm always stressed and I'm always working and I'm not dieting properly, I'm not sleeping properly. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking all these negative actions like I'm increasing the likelihood of something negative happening. So when we get into belief, okay, we just have to understand that like I want to be pushing myself to the top within my limits. Do you sort of get it? Like I don't want to be sort of negatively detracting from myself. So like for example, if we take business, like, for me to succeed and be wildly successful in business, I don't have to work 14 or 18 hours a day. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to have like pressure and stress on myself. I don't have to be so focused on like just making money today, just making money today. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, however I want to position myself, like, I can do calm things. Do you sort of get it? So, like, when I walked across country, like, at the beginning, I wanted to try and do it as quick as possible. So, I tried to walk 40 to 50 Ks every day. But the problem with that was that put me in to some pretty like poor situations where I was walking um at night or on dusk and sort of like that, walking at dusk when it was like pitch black out on the side of a highway. Do you sort of get it? So like it increased the risk that I would be hit by a car. Do you sort of get it? But the other thing was, some days I felt like walking more, so I walked more. Some days I didn't really feel like walking a long distance, so I didn't walk a long distance. Do you know what I mean? Like some days I walked 20 kilometers, other days I walked 40 kilometers. Do you sort of get it? When I'm with the flow of life and the terrain, what happens is I'm able to sort of move on average at a higher rate, even though day to day it might look like I'm not moving at a higher rate. Do you sort of get it? And just to understand, like the one thing that pissed me off the most about walking across country was dealing with traffic. Do you sort of get it? So, like, that's the thing. That was my determiner. If there was heavy traffic, I didn't want to be walking late into the afternoon. Do you sort of get it? Like, if if there was no traffic, like I could walk all day. Do you sort of get it? Like most days I walked between 10 to 12 hours for the day. Do you sort of get it? Like it wasn't difficult because I wasn't trying to push myself harder. Do you sort of get it? Like it was exhausting, it was enduring, but it wasn't stressful, it wasn't difficult. I wasn't putting my body under immense stress. Like compared to 99.99% of people in the world, like, yeah, I was putting my body through the most like intense stress. Do you sort of get it? Because like from the moment from my first step to my last step was consistent pain. Do you sort of get it? Like, like agonizing pain. Do you sort of get it? But the thing is that pain is just a sensory input. It's not real. So people think that pain is a result of like something negative happening, but it's not actually. Pain is just a sensory input. So, like, if my legs are in pain because, like, the muscles have been under consistent use for 20 days, like, it's not pain. Like, it's not a negative pain. Like, there's a logical reason for it. It's because every time I walk, I'm tearing my muscles, and that's just the pain of them repairing and rebuilding. Do you sort of get it? So, like, while to 99.99% of people, they would have thought that it was one of the most immensely challenging situations and things to do. It actually wasn't that difficult because once you realize the illusion of pain and the illusion of suffering, like it's just every day I just chose how far I wanted to walk. So how many hours did I want to walk today? Do you sort of get it? Like for me, it was pretty easy. I just did camp to camp. So every day I decided where I wanted to camp next. And then I just walked that direction. I decided, did I have enough food? Did I have enough water? Like, or what do I need? And where am I going to? Do you sort of get it? So yeah. So it's like one of those things that if we start to understand belief as that belief is just the in between me thinking I know what something is and me truly knowing what something is. That's belief. So it's like however long I need to sort of bridge that gap is the time I need to artificially believe that the actions I am taking are getting the results. And I need to emotionally keep building myself up, like walking up the mountain. I'm walking up the mountain, it's very steep and all of this. So I'm telling myself, you'll get there eventually. Just keep going. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't that difficult. Like, it's not that hard. Like, trust me, I've got a lot of experience walking up mountains. Do you sort of get it? Like, trust me, when you're 40 kilometers into a day's walk at your limit of exhaustion, and then you have a pretty much vertical mountain to climb, I think it was about 30 to 40%, oh, probably not 40%, but 30, 20 to 30% incline. like for 2 or 3 kilometers, like, and your tank's already on empty, do you sort of get it? Like what do you do? Do you give up or do you just push through? Me, when I'm in that situation, I run up the hill. Do you sort of get it? If I'm gonna do something that is brutal and exhausting, and one of the hardest things I've done, and I have no energy, I am just going to start running. Do you sort of get it? And I am going to try and break my body on that hill. Do you sort of get it? Because, like, if I run up a hill, I get adrenaline. If I walk slowly up a hill, I don't get adrenaline. Do you sort of get it? Not to say that running up this hill in particular from this story was easy. It was one of the most difficult things, but I'd run for 10, 20 meters and then I'd stop and I'd walk and then I'd run and then 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 I'd walk. And half an hour to 40 minutes later, I was at the top. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important. And like, for example, if I go up to here, I can show you, where do we want? Maidenwell. So 179. We'll let this slide. So like for example, in my course, I have my journey walking across country and the different sort of the different lessons that I learned from each of them. At Delulu, Logie Doors. So the bush camp, Cynthia. We're looking for Maidensville. Mundabra. Or yeah, Mundabra. Mundabra to Mandurah. Mandurah to Gayndah. Gayndah to Banban Springs. Banban Springs. Fixed Crossing. Woolen. Kingaroy. Maidenwell. So that day I did 44 kilometers. Today's lesson's determination, or lesson is determination and what it means. So basically, I started that day with a major cramp in my calf muscle, right before setting off. So my calves had major cramps, and basically, when I decided to set off and start going, like, what could I do? Do you sort of get it? Like when you're camping on the side of a road, when you're camping in, like, for example, like, well, this was Kingaroy. So it was at a caravan park, but basically when you make a decision to do something and for example, in this walk, I had a massive cramp. Like, what do I do? Do I just quit? Do I give up? No. The funny thing is that once you stop accepting the excuses for why things are negative, for why things are painful, for why things hurt, they cease hurting. Do you sort of get it? Like within the first hour, I had a flat tire. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it was an easy fix. Do you sort of get it? Takes 5, 10 minutes. Like, does that make sense? Like, you will get like certain days, certain things that you go through. Like, if you're not in a positive mood, if you're not in the mood to continue through, like, you'll see everything as an excuse of why not to continue. Do you sort of get it? Like a muscle cramp, like a flat tire. But the thing is if you just fix them and keep going, these are the best days. See, the thing is I had made the decision that morning that I'm walking to Maiden as well. That's where I wanted to get to because I had a goal of getting to Toowoomba, and the thing is I couldn't just like unless I got to Toowoomba, because Toowoomba was where I wanted to reach before I took a long or an extended break. Like that's where I was walking to move to. So like until I got to Toowoomba, like if I had have quit that day, like I would have had to do it tomorrow. I would have had to do it the next day and the next day. Do you sort of get it? So like the thing is that like when you make a decision in anything, so like be it like let's say like you're trying to diet and exercise and become your ideal self. Like every excuse under the sun is going to come. When you're trying to start a business, when you're trying to succeed in business and life, like every excuse is going to come to why you need to quit. Do you sort of get it? Like, but once you've made that decision that this is what I'm going to do, like, you just do it. Because if I quit today, I have to redo it tomorrow. Do you sort of get it? Like I will have to redo it if I want it. So the only way I can quit or not do it is if I choose to not want it anymore. Do you sort of get it? But basically, like, I had made an agreement with myself. Like, and that's the thing about determination, right? Is like, once we make an agreement with ourselves, it's our determination to fulfill our agreement, which allows us to push through any challenge. Do you sort of get it? Determination doesn't mean that the path is going to be perfect. It doesn't mean things are going to go right. Or, like they're not going to go right for us on our journey just because we're determined. It's actually quite the opposite. So determination means like no matter what goes wrong against me, like I've chosen forward as being the option, forward becomes the option. There is no quitting. Do you sort of get it? So like in that, do you know what I mean? Like a funny thing is, right? Everything that day went against me. And every time, and like when you're walking long distance, when you've been walking for, days and things like that, like you're sitting there and you're sort of wanting and wishing for someone to give you what you want. So to give you a lift to the next place, to give you this, to give you that. And the funny thing is that every time I was going through a situation or a part of the walk that sucked, like I would be sitting there having a conversation with myself. And like when you're walking up a mountain, do you sort of get it? And you've been walking all day, like you're sitting there, like If only someone would give me a lift. If only this, if only that. But the funny thing was, is that like every time someone offered me a lift, especially on this day, it didn't make sense to me why I would accept it. Do you sort of get it? Even though minutes before I had been, or like, half an hour before, an hour before, I'd been sort of begging the universe for a lift and all of this. It didn't make sense to me. And that's a funny thing. Like, you've really got to try hard to quit. You've really got to try hard to give up. And that's a funny thing that a lot of people, they allow the excuses to build up. They allow the story to become convinced. But it's like, as I get closer to the goal, because I track my progress on, you know, on how far I'm traveling every 2 hours, because every 2 hours I take a break and have a coffee and some biscuits. But like every time I was tracking it, I was progressing further and further and further. I was closer and closer and closer. But the funny thing is that in business, in career, in life, like there is nothing I can measure against. Do you sort of get it? I can't measure my business and its success based on other businesses and their success. I can't I can't measure my marketing against others' marketing. Do you sort of get it? Because I don't see the path that they took. I don't see so we have this skewed view which makes it easier and easier to quit because we don't see how far we've progressed. We don't see like what we've achieved in life. So just realize the belief aspect of anything that you're manifesting or anything you're trying to achieve in life. Like the reason it's so hard and the reason it's so vital is because you don't see it. You can't track and measure your progression. Do you sort of get it? Like when every 2 hours I'm 10 kilometers closer to my goal and my goal is 40 kilometers, right? Like it's not that difficult because after 2 hours, I've only got 30 kilometers to go. After 2 more hours, I've got 20 kilometers to go. After 2 more hours, I've only got 10 kilometers to go. Do you sort of get it? Like it becomes easier and easier and easier, and the momentum sort of builds. So, like in business, in life, in anything that you're doing, like it's not about trying to measure yourself against others' path. It's about creating your own path and setting your own milestones. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important to understand this because, like there is nothing to measure against. Do you sort of get it? Like, there's nothing to measure your path against. So you have to be the one who determines what success looks like for you, what progression looks like for you. Do you sort of get it? And it's not based on external validations, but it's based on internal validations because the path you seek is not external, it's internal. Does that sort of make sense? So, like, if the path I seek is like, and let's say I'm setting up a business, you could argue that it's external, right? But it's not really. Because, like, what do I need to do externally to run a business? Do you sort of get it? Like, do I just run marketing ads? Do I order in products and like stock? Do you sort of get it? Do I need to just get people through the door? Like, do you sort of get it? Like, am I just a business owner? Because that's how a business owner thinks about business. They think about it as it's just the marketing. The marketing gets people in the door. The people come in the door and there's products and services for them to buy. The people buy the products and services. No, it's all internal. It's my ability to communicate. It's my ability to create value for a customer, my ability to create an experience for my customer. These are all intangible. They can't be measured. Do you sort of get it? So, like, you just realize that, like, especially in business, like, it's an internal thing of lining up between, and depending on, like, what you do. So, like, if I'm selling toothbrushes and toothpaste online, like, you can argue that that's a business, but that's not a business. Do you sort of get it? Like, like I'm just selling products and services, like sort of like I'm just selling these products, these commodities. So if I'm selling commodity-based products, it's all external, not internal. Do you sort of get it? But if I'm selling anything that isn't a commodity, it's internal, not external. So the level of value I give a product or I put on a product becomes the value of the product. The level of value that I'm able to communicate through a product or a service becomes the value of the product or the service. Do you sort of get it? Like the ability that I have to connect with buyers becomes the value that the buyers feel. Like all intangible. So we just realize like when we're talking about and we can call it entrepreneurship and just put a classification between entrepreneurship as being creating something, creating an experience and all of that, and business owners and business like like owners as just being commodity based businesses. Even though that's not true, like we can just create that classification to make it easy. It's like if I'm a business owner, I just have to run advertisements. I just have to have a location that people can find. I just have to have products on my shelves. Job done. I don't really have to do more than that. But if we're an entrepreneur, I have to I have to build the brand of the business. I have to build, do you know what I mean? Because like for example, if I run a commodity like a gas station and sell petrol, like I don't really have to do anything to get customers. If I'm on a busy road that a lot of people go down, I will just have customers. Do you sort of get it? Because like people really aren't that brand loyal to fuel. It's a commodity. I don't think BP's fuel's any better than Shell's fuel. I don't think, you know, like we can argue that like there are differences, but like to the 99.99% of people in the world, like my car is low on fuel. I need to find a fuel station. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Now, if there's variations in the price of each fuel station, then I might become more loyal to the ones who have the cheaper prices because it's a commodity. Do you sort of get it? But like that sort of a business, like I don't really have to do anything internal to succeed at it. I don't have to produce better fuel. I don't have to offer better services. I don't have to sell people on the value of the fuel. It's just a need. Do you know what I mean? Just like if I'm growing apples, I don't have to go out there and convince people of why or educate people on why apples are good to eat. Like if you're hungry, here's an apple. Do you sort of get it? So we just realized like if I'm an entrepreneur and I am creating an intangible product or service. So something that isn't, or maybe not that, but like a decommoditized product or service. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I'm a restaurant owner, do you sort of get it? And not just a fast food owner, not doing the commodity of business, but I'm a restaurant. Like, I am building up the reputation of, or the brand of, the quality of the food, the quality of the experience, this, that, and the other. Do you sort of get it? If I'm a McDonald's restaurant, I don't really have to do that. Now, it's not saying that they don't. Do you sort of get it? But it's sort of like when I have a McDonald's on every block, McDonald's is just a commodity. When I have a fuel station on every block, a fuel station is just a commodity. Do you sort of get it? When there's three fuel stations for a population of 100,000 people, then it ceases to be a commodity. Do you sort of get it? Like, to an extent. Like, we can argue the semantics of each word we say. But basically, that's the thing. When I'm doing entrepreneurship, when I'm doing the intangible aspect of life where I don't see the path, do you sort of get it? Where I don't see the train of, or the group of people walking past and see people walking into my business. Do you sort of get it? Like when I can't, so to speak, track and measure it, even though we can track and measure everything, it's like when I can't measure like what people are doing or things like that, when it's intangible, then the belief comes in to where I'm having to build and build and build and build until I've achieved. Do you sort of get it? So it's like if you think about it in terms of branding, it's like you start a brand and then it's like you have to build that brand until that brand is recognized. When that brand is recognized, do you sort of get it? Like you've, so to speak, like you know how to build a brand. Until that brand is recognized, like it's all speculation on it. Do you sort of get it? When I'm trying to lose weight, when I'm trying to find the right diet for me, until I feel or that I have achieved what I seek, like I don't understand. It's all speculation. Do you sort of get it? So, like, whatever my goals are that I'm trying to achieve in the actions or activities that I'm doing, it's like I have to be the one that sets the metric. If I'm trying to lose weight and reach my ideal body shape, like, is that ideal body size like 60 kilos? Is it 50 kilos? Is it 80 kilos? Is it 70 kilos? Is it 100 kilos? Like, who do I want to be? When I'm trying to measure or reach my ideal health in life, like what does that mean? And do you sort of get it? So, like, I have to set the expectations and the milestones and like the results to, well, if I feel energized every day and I feel happy and excited and I'm not in pain, that's healthy to me. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe it's like if I, if I'm at, let's say, 80 kilos, that's healthy for me. Do you know what I mean? However you want to measure it, like we can argue semantics that like, do you know what I mean? If I feel healthy, doesn't mean I am healthy. We can argue semantics that if I'm 80 kilos, doesn't mean I'm healthy. Like, however you want to do it. But it's sort of like whatever you want, like if you feel good and you feel healthy and you feel happy within yourself, have you achieved everything that you seek? Do you sort of get it? So, like in business, it's like, what is your measure or metric for success? Do you sort of get it? Is it financial? Is it doing what you love every day? Is it doing what you enjoy every day? Like, what is it about it that you enjoy? Do you sort of get it? Like, what is it that you are seeking? Do you sort of get it? Because it's very important because, like, unless you have those measures and those metrics, like, you will forever feel like you don't know where you are. Do you sort of get it? And then the uncertainty will take over. So, like through self-validation, we're able to create the certainty by determining what certainty means to us. And this increases the likelihood that we're able to achieve what we're seeking. Do you sort of get it? All right. Well, that's going to finish off this one for today, and we'll continue on tomorrow with the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.